Hey guys, and welcome to my very first Blitzy haul. I entirely blame Callie G for this. She had posted a haul from Blitzy with a better explanation of the website than I had heard before. I thought that it was a website like Wish where they have craft supplies, but they also have a whole bunch of other stuff. In fact, it is just a craft supply site, and they automatically have the prices in Canadian dollars, and the prices are decent. It's crazy. The prices do seem to change based on the exchange rate though. Because the things I picked up in this haul are now going for higher prices than what I paid. So keep that in mind if you're going to check them out. If you can check them out when the exchange rate is better, you're going to find better deals. So originally I was not planning to order anything from Blitzy. I was just going to look around. But then I found something that I had never heard of, but I instantly knew that I needed it. So I ended up placing an order. And one great thing about Blitzy too is they have a save for later function, so when you find 100 different things you want, you can rein yourself in by saving half of it for later. So I'll show you the item that I just had to have at the end of the haul, but I'll show the other things first. So first I checked out their clearance section and I found two Halloween things that were just too cute to pass up. I got these Little Beat Ghost stickers for $1.50, and again these are all Canadian dollars. I just thought these were so cute, and they're like a little resin or acrylic or something, they're hard. And then I also picked up this Little Bee washi for $1.13. I had actually almost bought this at a scrapbooking show back in October, but the seller had it going for like $4 or $5, so I decided against it. And I'm glad I did, because $1.13 is a way better price. Also from the clearance section, I got these two Tim Holtz distressed crayons, one in Chip Sapphire and one in Vintage Photo, for $1.87 each. I do already have one distressed crayon that I got in a sampler pack a while back. It's this one here. It's called Peeled Paint, and it's like this really ugly snot green color. So because it's just such an ugly color, I haven't really felt inspired to play with it, even though it does seem cool from the little bit of playing I'm done with it. So I figured if I got some in colors I actually liked, maybe I'd actually use them. Next up, I picked up this Love You to the Moon and Back 6x6 paper pad by Moda Scrap for $6.43. Now admittedly I should have read the description a little better because it only has 12 sheets, which is a little disappointing. But I just thought the patterns were so cute, so I'm not that disappointed. So I'll just give you a quick flip through here. So I'm excited to play with that for Valentine's Day. And finally, we have the item that caused me to place the order in the first place. This is the We Are Memory Keepers magnetic staple board, and I got it for $16.72. Before I placed the order, I checked to see if it was available on Amazon, and it was for $27. Obviously, I haven't opened it yet, so I can't give you a demo, but if I can find the videos that I watched on this before I bought it, I will link them down below. Basically, this is a tool that allows you to staple wherever you want on a project without the hassle of like one of those long arm staplers. You've got the three different sizes of staplers, and there's a little magnetic frame in here. You probably can't see it, but it holds the paper down and holds the stapler in place. So you just place the paper between the frame and the base, and then you stick the stapler in on top and staple away, so the paper can be wherever you want to position it. I'm really hoping this works well because I've had a couple of projects like making mini albums, things like that, where I needed to staple into like the spine of the book or whatever, and my traditional stapler doesn't reach that far. And I really didn't want to have to get a long arm stapler, so I'm hoping that with this I won't need to. And then I also grabbed two of the 500 count staple refills because they were only $1.74 each. So that's it for this haul, and I'm really happy with my purchases, excited to play with them. One more thing I will point out about ordering from Blitzy, at least here in Ontario, is that you will get dinged for taxes at the border. It was strange, when I checked out on the website there was a section in the subtotal for provincial tax, but it didn't charge me anything. It recognized that I was in Ontario, but it didn't charge me any tax. I did however get charged $4.28 in taxes at the post office. Now that wasn't a big deal other than having to make the trip to the post office, and I actually wasn't charged duties, which was great. However, and this is not Blitzy's fault, even though I was only charged $4.28 in taxes, I ended up having to pay $14.28 at the post office. Why is that? Because the courier who delivered the package, DHL, charged me a flat $10 fee for the quote-unquote courtesy of having paid my taxes for me at the border. Now, I did not ask them to do this. They also did not bring me the package. I still had to go to the post office. And yet somehow I ended up paying $10 more in shipping because they performed a service I never asked for. I am not impressed, and there's actually a sticker on the box. Give me a second, I'll show you. Hoping you can read that. It says, "Dear customer, your parcel has incurred duties and taxes that we have paid to Canada Customs on your behalf. Please see the breakdown of the amounts in the reference field of the shipping label. You will notice a service fee of $10 Canadian is collected in addition to duties and taxes. This service fee is required to cover the cost of collecting and remitting payment." See, it says, duties, 0, taxes, $4.28, fees, $10. Yeah, so needless to say, I'm not impressed with that. Especially since I paid Blitsy $10 for shipping already. Blitsy has free shipping to Canada once you order just over $62 Canadian of stuff. The exact total changes based on the exchange rate. So I ordered about $33 worth of stuff and then paid $10 for shipping, but then I also had to pay the $10 extra that DHL charged me, so I actually spent $30 on product and $20 on shipping. I could have instead bought $62 worth of product, gotten free shipping, and only paid the one $10 fee to DHL, even if it is incredibly stupid. So that would have been like a much better value for my dollar, but I didn't know I was going to get dinged by the people I already paid to ship me a package. So I will probably end up doing that next time I order, assuming that there is one. I would like very much to order from Blitsy again. The prices are really good, especially if you get them at a good exchange rate. The variety of products seems pretty wide, and my package got here pretty quickly. It was like maybe a week. I don't even know if it was that long. So I really, other than this nonsense at the end, I really enjoyed using Blitsy. But then, having to pay for shipping twice is a little much. I paid them $10, which ostensibly was going to DHL to ship my package, and then DHL charged me another $10. Not impressed with that. Like I said, it's not Blitsy's fault. I'm just warning my fellow Canadians that may occur, at least in Ontario. Has anyone else experienced this when ordering from Blitsy, whether you be in Ontario or otherwise? Or am I just the lucky one? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.